Hey guys, so today I just wanted to film a little video. I just filmed this video but my phone ran out of storage and it does this random thing. It's like, you got 10 minutes space free? I'm like, cool. And then other times it's like, yeah, just keep going, I'll overheat and die. And I'm like, okay. And other times it's like, my storage full, you only got 3 minutes. It's funny, it really is, because my camera is completely different. But your phone lets you pause and stuff, your camera doesn't, so you have to keep rolling and edit and edit and edit and stuff like that. Um, so my mental health yesterday was actually really bad. I had to take some medication towards the night time, and then I didn't really feel like getting up this morning. But my excuse is, I got like another one of these tops. The white gets stained really easily, and I bought some of that like fancy ass what is it called, vanish remove, like the ultra staining gold platinum kit. Like, it's kind of like iPhones where they're like, oh, the iPhone 12 Pro Max S Plus. It's kind of like that. So today I've been, well, actually it was like yesterday as well. Last night I went into Age Regression, and I always think about little space, and I think it's kind of like cringy unless my brain's automatically gone there. But so I like to call it age regression, which is not a kink, by the way. It's a mechanism used to cope when you physically just can't do life. Like, you either go suicidal, or manic episode, or maybe my brain's starting to realize that actually a coping mechanism is to age down and take less responsibility. Maybe it's not as destructive as going into a manic episode and feeling reckless and stuff. So maybe it's a good thing. Maybe I'm a bit fucked up. Probably. So I like to think of myself as there being like two different types of age regression. So the first one being, you can go down to maybe 0 to 6 is what I would think. And then the second one being teenage years. And when I think about little space, I think of being like an actual baby, and it cringes me out unless I'm automatically gone into that mode and I can't control it. But so when I think of myself age regressing, I'd like to think of myself as like a teenager, because those sort of years I can remember. And funny enough, when I was 14, yeah, I was still playing with Barbies, cars, and stuff like that, because I had a younger best friend. She was like 4 years younger than me, and we always used to play Barbies, or we'd make like books stand up and make houses and stuff, and then I'd keep it like that for ages in my room until I got told off. And then like we made doll houses out of like just bits of wood and play toys and stuff. It was really cool, and like sorry, it was just a good time. And that's what I did when I was 14. I didn't really tell my school kids, like around school, them sort of people. It was just mostly me and my like younger best friends, and here goes my throat again. So yeah, and you saw in my story, like, I tend to like think about the toys that kind of existed around the time when I was a teenager, such as that password journal, um, like what they called, fur babies, those little like plushy, fluffy things that scare you, and they have like eyes that scare you, and it begins with an F. Oh, and there's another one, Care Bears. I actually still kept my Care Bear. It was a keychain thing with a smelly thing, and you'd plug it in to the mouth, and it would make like suckle noises and stuff, like you were feeding it. I still have that. It's very, very old, but the smelly thing still smells. So and it just brings back memories. I love smells, they bring back memories like that. So, and then there's obviously I bought that baby born, the small one, put it on YouTube, made a video. There's playing with babies, so that kind of like time when I was a young teenager, that is where my self goes to, and I think that's called being a middle. I'm not sure, not a little, so it's more of like a middle. And like even like, gosh, a few years ago I was buying things around that time, like the Samsung Taco Lite. That was the phone I had when I was actually about 17. But I lost it like in the few months I had it, and my mom was super mad because obviously it was 70 quid. And yeah, so I bought that phone that actually is like a fiver now, and brought back memories, and it made me feel just nice. Like my CD player made me feel nice. I don't know, I feel like those are the years that, whilst there were a lot of things going on emotionally, those were the years where I was able to play with things and distract my mind in a way that at the time maybe was seen as unhealthy because I was like 16. Even like, because everyone around that sort of age, they'd be going out, hanging out, going to the cinema, you know, that sort of thing, and I was just sat at home just like playing with dolls and stuff. So I didn't mature until like, I don't know, about 18, like 17, 18, when we left school. When the whole time I was in school I was still playing with like toys because my friends at home were younger than me. I even played with a girl who lived next door to me, and let's just call her Katie. And she was really young, like she was like 8, and I was like 15. So we were playing Barbies and stuff, and her mom didn't like my language. I would say like "damn," and like that sort of thing, or no, that was it, bum. I was like, oh, bum, that was it. It wasn't even damn, it was bum. I remember now because her mom, she called Katie upstairs, spoke with her, and I could hear you know when you can hear everything they say. She was like, don't use that sort of language in the house. Not the word bum. That's a swear word. You don't use that word. Can you tell her to go? That was so funny. And then when she got like mid, like early teenagers, that's when they tend to like just stop talking to you. And I was like, okay. And then that same happened when I used to go to a camp club. And I knew a girl, and she was really young, and we were super friends. And then a few years later, she became a teenager and stopped talking to me. And even like someone in my family, not my close family, but like, you know, distant family. She was really like sweet when she was a kid, and as soon as she turned 13, it was just silence. Like they just don't talk to you anymore. Like it's not cool. I feel like maybe at that sort of age, it's kind of like they've all grown up, whereas I was still stuck in like the, you know, like the 8-year-old's mind where I just wanted to play with like toys and chill out and stuff. And I'd write in my diary with my glitter gel pens, and I had diaries all the way up until I was like 19. So I didn't mature till quite a lot later in life. And maybe that's triple X syndrome, I don't know. Because, like I said, everyone around my sort of age were doing completely different things. Or maybe no one was talking about it, I don't know. You see, I don't know what was going on. And yeah, so I just wanted to say that, like, I want to make like little space videos, but I don't know. Like, I don't automatically go into like this super young state of mind. And when you Google age regression, it's the most known age is little space. So like, you know, you're super young, but I don't really connect with that. I am more of a teenager at heart. So I would say maybe middle. I don't know. But I don't know if like anyone will watch it because it would be like, what the hell is middle space? But like, yeah. Yeah, so yesterday I was struggling, and then today I was like, well, these things, they make you happy, you know, going back to like this sort of age and exploring childish things, I guess. And Claire's, everything on Claire's, I mean, I was looking at Doll Kill stuff and then trying to find a website that was similar to Dolls Kill, but Claire's, it's literally me. It's the middle me. It's literally me, holographic, everything, you know. The play makeup, the play makeup's an interesting one because everyone on YouTube, like you know, you see the typical ASMR. So like people, they get Claire hauls, they get like Dolls Kill hauls, they do the tapping with a super high quality microphone, you know, with super slow. I find that most people who go to like the super fine quality mics go slow, whereas they used to be fast and lo-fi. I don't know. That's just what I've seen across all the big ones, which is a shame. Apart from Sarah Rios, she's a lo-fi queen, but she has got a mic now. So I don't actually know of anyone who's lo-fi and doesn't use high quality or has changed and is big. That's just me. But like someone's looking at me. It's always because I'm looking outside of a parking lot and they can look up and obviously they can see me straight away, which is embarrassing. Okay, they've gone now. But yeah, so those type of videos exist where people do like Claire hauls or play makeup aimed for like kind of kids, you know, because you've got this whole like box on YouTube where it says, is your video made for children? I always click no because they're not, and I don't want to attract kids to my channel where I swear and talk about like kinks and stuff like that. So no. And if you are a little space, like you're in a little space, yes, you're going childlike, but that video is not aimed for children. It's aimed for people who regress. Do you understand? So it's like you don't want to get the people under 16 looking into this sort of stuff because it's stuff for adults, you know, even if it's not sexual. It is. I wouldn't recommend children looking up this stuff because it can fuck with their brains. So I once read a YouTube comment section of, it was a little space, but all the comments were from kids, and they were all saying like, "Oh, I'm 11, but I age regress to like 5 and stuff." It's like, no, you're not, kid. All you're doing is you're being who you're supposed to be. Stop. Like, I just don't think age regression is supposed to be aimed at that sort of age. I think it's for people who are trying to cope, or have a kink. Do you know what I mean? So, you know, whatever. Anyways, the people who make like these videos, you know, play makeup, and that, they're either making content for children, so actual kids, or adults. There isn't really a third category, which is for age regressors, and I think me, along with a few other people, I don't know, I haven't found an ASMR age regressor yet. I found maybe a few people that used to upload and no longer do, but or they made the one occasional video. But and yeah, there are people that do kinks in ASMR and bring sex into ASMR, but there's no like age regressor ASMR. And so when I made this playlist, Age Regression ASMR, and saw that there was very few like videos aimed at this, that's the playlist that is taking off on YouTube, because there is no ASMR for age regression, you know, unless you find it. And there is no kind of like little space for ASMR. There's a whole array of kinky daddy kind of, you know, stuff, but there's no age regression, which is coping and going back into this little space. And it's funny because my YouTube username is Little Distractions, mostly because little is a cute word instead of small distractions. But you know, it also it could seem like I was making little space ASMR videos. But again, it's this whole thing where I prefer middle space. I can only do little space if I'm in that mind, like automatically. I can't physically make myself go down to a baby because it makes me cringe. but so I don't know. I feel like there's a missing space for stuff. Kind of like when Lens ASMR videos didn't really do very well. Well, they just didn't exist, and then suddenly they existed everywhere. You know, there was a hole in the market, and that's where it got filled by lo-fi channels. But then obviously big channels take copying and taking ideas off smaller channels. So that's the fun. That's just the way that everything works. I mean, look at Aldi. They're ripping off all the big labels, stealing their kind of like ingredient combinations and ideas. It's happening everywhere. It's not just like YouTube YouTube drama. So I might start making some middle space ASMR videos, some age regression middle space videos. I may go down into the little space, and I am going to explore DDLG ASMR. So yeah, I just thought I would share that. But also I've bought some things like Claire things recently because my mental health's so bad like yesterday, so I decided to do that today. I would look for some things, and I've bought some kind of like play makeup, and I want to do a sleepover role play. But also there was an experience in my life where I don't know if you've ever been to a birthday party, and the birthday party, you get a little bag like to say thanks for coming to my birthday party. It's like a whole experience, isn't it? I've only been to like two, I think, my whole life, because when you get older you realise that them things cost hundreds of pounds to do, and most parents don't have that kind of money. So someone else just looked at me. So most people don't have that kind of money to do birthday parties, and so I only went to two, and they were usually when I was younger. I went to a nightclub birthday party once. That was super fun. I really recommend, if you're a parent, to just push birthday parties as much as you can, even like sleepovers. Give them kids them experiences, because when they're older and they have trouble in life like I am, they will look back at those things and feel happy. So do that, even if don't let it put you in debt, but try and give them the best childhood experience they can have, because I think that's the most important part of starting your life. Do you know what I mean? So these birthday parties, you get an ASMR experience. It's like happy visual things. You get, well, maybe it's an autistic thing, I don't know. You get a bag and it's filled with like stuff, and you go through it and you get a bit of cake as well. If you've been to a wedding, you get the same sort of thing. Oh, it's so awesome. I love events like that. And so you get like this little bag, and you get the whole experience, and you get your face painted when you're at a birthday party. You get a makeup artist, sometimes they come in and do your makeup and stuff. So I want to like bring kind of like those experiences back into ASMR, and just there's a video Karuna Satori did. She's like the only person I watch for Age Regression, because she is good. She's lo-fi, she's fast tapping, and she's a mom, so she knows how to speak to children. And the video is probably aimed at children, or maybe age regression. I don't know. But like, it's a face painting ASMR video, super old. It's from back in the day when she was a small channel, and I followed her, and then she took off, boom, as they all do. But yeah, the video is really good because she knows how to talk to children, and it really helps you age regress, sorry. And there's another one that I really like where the camera's in the pushchair and she's pushing you along and stuff, and it's just a really nice experience where you just kind of like lay and forget things, stuff like that. So I kind of want to bring that type of ASMR in, and explore it. So like I said, I've been to Claire's, bought some play makeup, and I kind of want to do a video where maybe we're at a birthday party or a sleepover and I do play makeup as like a child. So I would be like, well, not a child, like I said, this middle space thing. So it would be like me, but me being able to explore the side of me that I'm compressing. Do you know what I mean? And we can play with stickers, holographic stuff, nail varnish. I actually have this nail varnish by Claire's. Don't know if it will focus on it. Yike. Okay, this nail varnish is similar to my boots, my Doc Martens, and I always wear this all the time because it just makes me feel like high. It just makes me feel happy and sparkly. I love glitter. I've always loved glitter. Never got to play with it much because it's always messy and my parents didn't like it. But I've always been kind of like an artsy kind of kid. So yeah. So I went to Claire's. So I got this from Claire's last time I went. But Claire's is literally me. It's the middle me. It's everything. I love Claire's. You know, I was looking for stuff from Doll's Kill, but like Doll's Kill in America is very expensive. And the closest thing that I have in the UK is Claire's, and Claire's is what I love. I loved it as a child as well, as a middle. I loved to go into Claire's. I always used to make my friend come, and then we'd go in Claire's and be like, why is this place so expensive? Like, why can't it be cheaper? And then like, I wonder if there's a store like Claire's but cheaper. Maybe I should make one, make a business. And so I ordered some things from Claire's today that include play makeup and some other things that will make some really good ASMR sounds actually. So, and I've got a bag to put them all in because I have this bag, classy, sassy, and a little bit badassy. This is rose gold. I keep all my like just random bits in here, like my eyelashes, and random things that just make me happy, that is like a go-to. I've also got another bag coming, which is a unicorn tote. I don't know if you've been on my ASMR recently, but on Instagram, I mean, if you've been on my Instagram, you'll see that I want to become a unicorn. Basically, I want to be shiny. I end up buying like this stuff, Prismic Rainbow Highlighter, and I just love glitter. I want it everywhere, all over my face, everywhere. So I really like Claire's. I didn't get this from Claire's, but they have some really cool stuff. They have like hair color as well. Everything I love. I love it. This is what I want to be. This is who I tried to be. Oh, it's blue. Who I tried to be a few years ago and gave up because there wasn't anything in the UK for this kind of. I look a bit bruised now. But there wasn't anything in the UK for this kind of market. And the Claire's was always seen as that kind of like, you know, childish store. Not for adults. But it's only since, you know, I've been getting the encouragement off Instagram when I post things that, you know, it's okay to look at this stuff, that I've gone back into it. Because I used to be a colourful queen, okay? I used to wear leggings that were like galaxy print. I used to buy stuff from China all the time, no China eBay. I used to buy like these leggings, fancy leggings, I would get compliments all the time on my leggings. I was very colourful. I always wanted to wear boots, and I loved life. And then it just suddenly turned into this like boringness. I mean, I do like classy stuff, but I'd be wearing this stuff all the time, and that's the only thing I liked. So yeah, it's annoying because it's kind of like you have to dress the way that all the stores are like, otherwise you can't get stuff. Whereas in America, you've got Dolls Kill, you've got, well, I don't know really, you've got more of an array of stores. Whereas in the UK, we've got H&M, New Look, Matalan, Asda, and you all dress the same. It's all the same stuff, so you can't be who you want to be, and you just kind of get compressed and shut off and stuff. But then when I saw these Doc Martens that were glittery on sale when coronavirus started and they had to shut their stores, I got encouragement from people saying like, wow, this is cool, you should keep them, because I've been saying for ages, why don't they make stuff that's for adults but it's for kids? So like, you know, when you go to like Primark and all the kids stuff is super amazing and cute, you always wonder why on earth isn't this made for adults, like, because that's what I want to look like, you know. But we've got all this sense from the media and all our parents telling us to grow up and stuff, that this kind of JoJo Siwa, whatever her name is kind of like compressed and not seen as the normal. But the normal is dressing like Matalan, Tesco, Asda, H&M, all them clothes. So it's just, when people were saying like, yeah, you know, Sarah, these boots are pretty cool, you know, keep them. And I was like, damn, no, they're too expensive at 65 quid. You start to realise how money, you know, when we then moved out, we're spending £900 a month on just living, bare living. So £65 on boots now doesn't seem like much, but at the time, I was like, no way, I've never spent this much money on shoes. I'll pay it off in 3 goes. I'll sell some things like that. That was the beginning. I was like, I'll sell some things so I can save up for these boots. But then I just spiraled out of control and just started spending like a lot of money all the time. And it's still going. That's the problem I have today. It is a problem. It might be due to medication, because I'm on a medication that's not specifically for borderline personality disorder, it's just for depression, but I can't go on that specific type of medication. But anyway, the point is I was spending lots of money, and I started then looking into things that I actually am interested in, like what I like to look like. And then I found Dolls Kill. I was like, flip, this is amazing. I didn't know this stuff existed. I thought Doc Martens were just having a sale. And then I just spiraled out of control. I started looking at Boohoo, seeing if they did stuff that I liked. And then I started, along with that, found that I really like the whole BDSM stuff. So I was looking for like dark inspired punk stuff, basically stuff that I wasn't able to try living at home, and stuff that doesn't really exist in the UK economy shopping experience. I don't know. And so I spiraled out of control and started spending a lot of money on just the way I see myself, because I struggle with self-identity as well, part of borderline personality disorder. So yeah, I spiraled. And then I started buying like makeup, like bold makeup, because I got interested in makeup. Basically, I've just been a bit out of control recently. And I don't know why. I don't know why. It might be because of all the medication that I'm on. I'm on a lot of medication. I'm also on hormone patches because I have post ovarian failure at 26. Even though I'm 27 now, but I was diagnosed at 26. Which means I don't have hormones, so I have to go on hormones. And by going on hormones, it's made my eyebrows grow longer. They're starting to grow back, guys. It's made all of my hair grow longer, like my armpit and down their hair. Sorry, but it's true. I have really long hair now, and it's like, I didn't have that before. So I'm on a lot, I'm on a lot of medication actually, and I've got another one to start soon. And I've had a lot of mental health problems as well, which doesn't help the situation because I used to go into manic episodes and just buy a ton of stuff, and now I've just bought a ton of stuff without being in manic episodes. Although the doctor said I might actually have hypomania, which is where like you're in a manic state a lot of the time. So, I've just I have spiraled. But yeah, so I'm thinking of making these kind of like middle space ASMR videos, and see where that fits in. No doubt I'll probably make these videos and then some big YouTube will see me and then copy my videos like last time. But I can't really say that because we don't have any proof, I guess. So it's just the way I feel, as a small creator. If you come up with unique ideas, it's gonna get stolen, So I mean, there was somebody who created a trend. I think it was Visual Sounds One. I think she made the whole makeup on the lens, and it was because of somebody that suggested it. And where's the credit now? It's just a thing, everyone's doing it, The credit is never given to the smaller ASMR channels, and they just assume because this big channel's doing it that, oh, this is the thing now, There's somebody else who's bringing a trend into the ASMR community, and she is being credited for it at the moment, but when it becomes a big thing, she won't. So it's one of them things, and I just feel like my creativity, I'm scared because I do have a lot of creativity, but I'm scared because I'm scared of people who will hate, they won't understand, but everyone's scared of that. I'm scared that like my ideas will just get copied, and I'm scared that like of how people will react because it is something different. But at the same time, there is a gap in our community that needs to be filled, and there was gap before sexual ASMR came. That wasn't a thing. There was a gap in the porn industry where porn was made for men, and not women, and now somebody has come along and is performing as a daddy, for the DDLG community, which is a huge thing because it's not the sort of thing that's done on porn most of the time. It is women making videos for men, or you don't see much porn for women unless men say, well, okay, well, you've got lesbian porn, but that's not really what women want. Women want men to make porn for women, but that's just not a thing. It's seen as like gay. So there's always a hole in everything, and that's what I mean. That's what I'm trying to say is like there's a hole in the ASMR community, but I'm just scared. I'm scared. Somebody once commented, and I've had a few people that said this now, that like my voice is relaxing, like my normal voice. So I'm putting this video on YouTube. Just if you want to watch it, you can watch it. If you don't, you can zone out and just listen to me. That's fine. But I just wanted to share a few things that make me happy. Like this is technically a hobby, DDLG, I guess. I do like DDLG. I also like Age Regression, but there is a difference between Age Regression and DDLG. Age Regression, like I said, is a coping mechanism. DDLG is a kink, which brings the whole sexual thing into it. CGL, I think, isn't a kink. It's just a caregiver in a way. Like you're in a little space, but like all the time, and that's like a natural. Well, it's just a lifestyle basically. And there's no kind of kink in it. And people say like, well, this is what was stopping me for so long. People say, well, if you've got a partner that is attracted to you, and you're in a little space of mind, isn't it like pervert stuff? Like, then would he like a child? But this has been on my mind for so long. It really is, like, that's what's been guilting me into having, like, not liking this whole thing, and just been guilting me so much and not letting me explore. But there is a huge difference between a child and an adult being a little, it's like role playing as a vampire, or role playing as like something. I mean, there are people that live as like a vampire all the time, the same as like CGL. It's a lifestyle. I know it's crazy, but it exists. So it's and then it's like saying, well, if you're attracted to a person who's like a vampire all the time, are you attracted to a murderer? And then it's like it's this borderline, that offends everyone. And I think it's different in like a little space, because you're an actual adult, you're role playing as a childlike behavior. So I don't think there is like pervert nature in there, because you are literally an adult. Their warning signs would be there if your mom was actually watching like child pornography. That's where all women, depends, because there are women, oh my god, there's like mommy and daddy stuff, isn't there? So there are mommies out there. That is completely different. That is very, very scary to know somebody who watches child pornography, because they are small people. They are like, they haven't got the brain development of an adult, whereas an adult going down into like a cute stage is completely different to an actual child that cannot give consent. Do you know what I mean? So adults can give consent and stuff, and they have warning like signs, like you have a warning word as well. So that's where I've been getting stuck a lot recently, and not letting myself fully explore this, because it is scary. But now I've kind of learned that it is different. Do you know what I mean? So that's me trying to explain it and justify it, I guess. But I mean, it's one of those things, because I mean, I get on with kids so well, like compared to people my age. And I have autism, so I think it's because I'm childish and I can relate. So like when we go around to my because my partner's sister has a baby, and she's 5 now, and I've kind of like grown up with her, and technically, even though we're not married and all that bloodline stuff, I'm an auntie, and I'm flipping, like, it gives me life purpose, because I used to have a great auntie, and she was like a great, I mean, like, she's like my mom's auntie, so a great auntie, and she was amazing. She was so nice. And again, these memories as a child you need, because you think back to these times, and it really helps you with your adulthood. That's just me. I don't know, but so it gives me a purpose in life, because it's like, okay, yeah, I'm an auntie, but look how it affected my life. My great auntie, she's dead now, but she had no idea until the last few like months how much she meant to me. Like I said, like, um, I used to just try so hard with her, and then she finally said once, she was like, she said to mom, oh, Sarah must like me so much because I'm her godmother. But the family told her that she was the godmother, but she wasn't. But she was too old to be the godmother. But I always saw her as a godmother, because she was amazing. She was literally, she kept our family together. She was amazing. So I see her as like I saw her as like the glue. And I used to have a really nice auntie as well in the family. I always saw aunties as just being super nice, apart from a fair few that weren't. But I always saw This one auntie that I had, she was amazing as well, but she got divorced and she was super upset, so she wanted to keep a distance from the family, and I never saw her again.